Hey, 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 what up, wheat field? How y'all doing on this sensational Sunday, April the 23rd, 2023, I believe it is, according to the calendar anyway. Father say, how you doing? How you doing, Wheat? How you doing? Come on in here. Welcome to the wheat field. Welcome to the wheat field. Welcome to you. What up, y'all's wheat? What it do? What it do? If you new, welcome. Hi, hi. Welcome to you too. We appreciate you coming around here, spending some time with us. You could be doing so many other things, but you're here with us and we appreciate you. We do. We got to tell you a couple things so we get too far on down this here road. How y'all doing? Welcome to the wheat field. What up, y'all? Sweet. One more time. Get that in there. Welcome. It's a little kooky. Stay, stay. Don't click off. Don't click off. Don't go away. Don't go away. Stay, stay. Come on in here. We just got some energy though, y'all. We just made a big pancake. I have a pie pan and I make my pancake mix like the batter of it and put all these little, little spices and stuff like that in it. And then we bake it in a pie dish. Yes, and it makes like almost look like cornbread, but it's not. It's just a big pancake. But you can slice it up, and then you ain't got to stand over the stove and do all of that excess flipping and the flippings. There's only 3 of us, but still. Anywho, we make it like that, and then you can just slice it. And if you ever want to come back throughout the day, like brunch time, a little bit after lunch time, in between dinner time, a little snack after dinner time, whatever, and you could just nibble. Little sweet bread snack. Anywho, it was good. It was. Now I'm full. I am. We got some cards on the table. We getting ready to put away just these 1 or 2 few decks, Father say. And Father, okay, it's a little bit different. Squirrel, right? We did 2 things. That was squirrel. Start talking about the putting away the cards, but first we needed to do the disclaimer. Lottie. That's me. La T, not Lottie. I am a channeled messenger. I message with the Most High God, the infinite intelligence of the all, aka wisdom, the principal thing, the Father's mind, and the breath of life that fills us. Breath says slow down. I know, I be getting excited. That energy be flowing. It just be like that, we be. When I say it be like anticipation, excitement, a little bit anxiety, a little bit, all of it mixed in together. The camera still do a little bit of thing to me, but I kind of love it secretly. I do. I love giving y'all messages. It's like the best thing that I do, like seriously. If I could do this all the time, I sure enough would. Like, to what? Yes. I had so much fun, and I hope y'all do too. I hope you vibe when you hit this space and it make you want to come back. Now, here's a couple things. We say we got to get to them disclaimers because we are a channeled messenger. We pretty much can read creation. Essentially, we are all 4 the clairs: clear cognizant, clear audient, clear sentient, and clear whatever the other one is. I forget. Voyance. There you go. Thank you, Father. Boop, bring it to the forefront. Anyway, yeah, so like we can see time, we see time, I could roll up on you and know like you either been in my life before, if it's something on you, you know what I mean, all that kind of stuff. We can work energy, yeah, we're a medium, yeah. So it's like a whole box of chocolates basically, and that's really what this is. It's like Tears of Wheat Tarot show where you show enough never know what you're gonna get, because this is like life, a whole box of chocolates. You just never know. So we come out of pretty much any bag. We just never know. We don't know what the Father be wanting to bring. We don't, because we be asking and praying for the Father to pull us back and step forward, and the Father brings the message that which gonna be edifying unto us, unto self first, edification unto me, so that I could service thee, the Most High. Yes, I mean, my spirit got to be full. And that was a part of the prayer today that Father added in, because I usually pray on camera. Well, I started off and then I got comfortable with praying on, because my prayer could be a little bit different. But Father say, put it on out there. We gonna pray, and we pray unashamed. We are unapologetically us, right? We, comfortable in this thing now, so it's just like out there. Anywho, Yeah, but a part of the prayer today was to rearrange some things. Just a couple of little lines in the prayer that I think strengthens thee. And a part of what we've been talking about over the last couple of episodes and series, is how do we claim our inheritance? How do we activate ourselves in such a way that we activate the spirits that are within us and strengthen us so that we can continue to meet the needs of the day? A lot of us are under spiritual battle, are really in the thick of it, like feeling like you had a little rest period where like we came into that new energy and it's like you could see things, you could see a little bit of the light, the dawning is coming, but you still fighting through those last wee hours of the night. Ooh, Father, come on in here and do it for you. We feel one time. We prayed for the Father to step forth and come in front of us and lead and guide the message. And that's what I say, it was a little bit different on this day. We are spiritual. Highly spiritual. We do everything in the spirit. Whether we supposed to do it or not, whether I'm being willfully defiant or not, I'm talking to the Father all while I'm defiant. Do I not? Yes, I do. And we have to have that conversation. And I get spiritually spanked too. Yes, I do. Ha! Yes, we do. But I do have some revelations based on how I'm moving, learning to be obedient and fully surrender onto the Most High. Like, so when the Most High say you can't do that, no, I have to come away from that, and I have to release it. I have to drop it. And sometimes it's slow. I mean, it be like that where it's just like kind of falling through your fingers and you get to that last little bit and you want to hold on to it. Father say you got to let that go. You got to let that go. You got to let that go. I know. Right. Father said you got to let that go. So we all are going through the motions, and I feel like somebody, like I said, is at the wee hours, like those last little bit of hours, right, of this spiritual battle, and Father wants you to hold on. And maybe in order for you to hold on, because that strength you start to feel weary. You start to feel weary in well doing. Yes, and you start to get beat down and almost like you want to retreat, almost, or like you balling up. Like I feel like somebody might be down there. You still trying to take hit after hit, cover up. We was talking about somebody that had got their wing broke. They still trying to fight with a broken wing and a sling, and you still trying to fight, try to throw some rocks with that one hand. You know what I mean? Like, Father say, call in your spiritual blessings. There are spiritual tools and weapons that you call in to strengthen self, to edify self. So when we were saying, Father, bring us a message onto us that will edify us, Father stopped us and said, edification to strengthen us in the spirit so that we may stand and serve thee. Because it's hard to serve when you have gotten weary. So to rearrange that prayer, because we used to pray edification onto self so that we could serve that edification up onto the Lord, onto the source, so that the source will feed back down to us our measure, our portion. But if I rearrange that just a little bit, it may be a small little detail change I hear, but I feel like the result is highly significant. Yeah, because I feel like somebody got I could feel it, that energy, something pressing up against you. Something that feel like, you need that strength to kind of put that pressure back on it, like to hold that, almost like if you boxing out something on the court, you know what I mean? Like you trying to hold your square, keep it straight, keep them boundaries on lock. And that pressure, right? That pressure, if you are not spiritually edified and having that edification strengthen your spirit and raising you up so you can be strong and hold that right there, I hear like, not just carry your cross, but the yoke that's on your shoulder, like to be yoked, to hold that. You need to edify your spirit and have the blessings come in to strengthen your spirit so that you can continue to serve. So, all of that to say is that it's something with the order of words, right? We talk about casting spells. Now, again, trigger warning. You come up in this space and it could challenge your belief system and how you believe. It's just for conversation. It's just for conversation. We just for something else to contemplate, right? You know, put it in your spirit and let it sit in your chakras and let it see what it do. If it hit you in the kingdom, then there might be something for you to take hold to. Just examine it a little bit closer and see if you applied it to your life. Would it help you ease up on some of those things that's bringing you so much strife? Like, can you hold that boundary and box that shit out? Come on in here. Yeah, we cuss too. Because Father say words is words. And if it's shit, then it's shit, then that's what we call it. Okay, the message is what the message is. Hope you could vibe. Hope you could rock with that. Bring all these pieces together. Because this is where we at. Father say, call in your spiritual blessings on this day. Let it edify you, strengthen your spirit, and give you everything. Perfect you in the spirit. Let them blessings and those spiritual abundances strengthen you and perfect you in the spirit so that you can continue to stand, so that you can hold them boundaries, that you can block that shit out. Whatever that's coming up against you, put that equal pressure back up on it. Like, no, it's trying to make you fearful, but we're going to apply that equal measure of faith up on that. Just saying. I know. Father said, faith. We're going to apply some faith. Pressure. Oh, they ain't seen no pressure. Go on, Father. They ain't seen no pressure. Not like the Father would bring. But you okay, you okay, because you're on the right side of things. Yeah, you on that other side, that positive, high vibrational, that side that say, I am sympathetic and I am empathetic, right? I listen and communicate for the sake of understanding so that I can give compassion onto my brethren. And I do this from a place to gain knowledge so I can practice that diligently on a daily. Ooh, looking at all the Father's words. Eating for edification and spiritual strength and perfection on a daily. Ooh, come on, Father, and do it for your weak feel one time. And what does that do? It takes you right into wisdom, beloved. And what does wisdom beget? Peace, harmony, unity. Woo! Yes, Father, bring us together. Unify your weak. Why? Did you not know that you was the Father's weak? That you was called for good bread? Did you not know that we here to do a work? Ooh, yes, Father, tell them about the work. For heaven has come to earth to reside in earth and on earth to do a work. A work that we don't remember. That's a part of the spiritual blessing. To ask the Father to deliver onto you that intelligence. Yes, Father, to reveal it onto us and pull it right back into the forefront. Crack that intuition open. So that you can be aware. So that you can see. You can see. Because these here things pick up data to bring it into your processor. This is what see. That intuition. That's spiritual. Come on with it, Father. How y'all doing? I hope you're bad. I hope you can bring all these pieces together. Because we're going to chop this here box up. We're going to put a few cards away. We're going to open up a few cards and then see what they say. Okay? Okay, Asha. All right, let's get a sip of faith, though, before we jump into that. We're going to take another sip of faith. Guess what else I got? I got this right here. It's a glass. I don't even know how much time it is in there. I don't. It's just something with hourglasses. I love to watch the sands run through. Again, like that feeling like things is just kind of running out or something is being pulled away from you. It could, yeah, look, we never know when our now is. We just don't know when the now for us is. We don't know how much time we got to serve. We don't. We don't know. Didn't that messenger say I must be about my Father's business? The heck? I ain't got time. What to do with this foolishness? I got work to do. I got a job to do. And people starting to feel that pressure. They get to the point, I feel a rhythm. Yeah. Ooh. That was... Come on now. Father say, we got work to do. I got a job, baby. I know what's something I'm supposed to look at in here. And this is not even right. Yeah, maybe that's it. Gratitude is the life force of peace. And we just talked about how we get to peace. But gratefulness. Gratitude. Do you know the other side of gratitude is grief? It is. The other side of gratitude is grief. It's grief because grief comes to make us grateful for what we got. And oftentimes we don't be grateful for it until we ain't got it no more. Till it's done been pulled away from us, snatched away from us, because maybe it's done past its life expectancy. It has passed its usefulness. You can no longer have it to serve the highest good. It is not a good utility. It's not. Father say you're going to have to let it go. This one, this. Take responsibility for your life. It is a creative adventure. Cards say as a creative adventure. It says, how can you live with more meaning, integrity, and truth? Come on, Father, do it for you. We feel one time. Love it. Come on up in here. I got my grandparents on, honey. I got my ancestors with me. When I say you are not alone, you are not alone. Trust me, you are not. Come on, beloved. Yes, Father. Anyone that you have allowed, I am your willing and surrendered vessel to bring a message that's edifying onto the soul so that I can be strengthened, so that I can be strong, so that I can carry this here yoke. Yes. The Father will make your burdens light. Strengthen you in the spirit. Them shoulders come up and square up, and you talking about you be looking at it like, to what? Oh no, you talking about pressure. Oh, we like Samson when he was pushing them 2 pillars. His little bitty hair had started to grow back. He didn't even know he had that strength in him. It probably grew back when he was pushing them pillars, like they popped out of his follicle. He squoze that little bit of hair up. He was pushing. Father, he asked though. Did he not ask to strengthen me, Father? He called out to the Father to give him what he needed in that moment. Yes, and the Father came through and strengthened him so he could do that, what he was called to do. Everything that came against him was putting him in a position to do exactly what he was supposed to do, even on to death. Anxiety isn't trying to limit you, but free you from a situation that no longer feels good. Everything that comes against you is not trying to limit you. It's trying to free you from a situation that no longer feels good, that's no longer serving you. It has passed its life expectancy, but it's going to put you in a position. It is going to position you to do what you came to do. We just talked about that with Samson. Come on, Father. I'm so excited. Thank you, Father, for being here with me. I am so grateful, so blessed. Yes, blessed. And I'm so grateful for it. I am. You talking about somebody that was anxious. You talk this, you want this. Deep inward journey. You'll be rewarded for your work. You will be rewarded for your work. You serve the Father, you think it ain't no reward in that? Come on now, what was Samson rewarded with? Think about it. What was David rewarded with? Come on with it. What was Isaiah rewarded with? Come on. What was Jacob rewarded with? Are you a part of the Joshua's generation? What was Joshua rewarded with? Let's talk about it. Moses couldn't cross over, but he set his eyes on it. What was Moses rewarded with? Come on, Father. Talking about you can't use no tools. The Father uses whatever the Father wants to use. The Father want to use a bush and stand in it and set it on fire so the bush don't burn, so it has an example onto you so that you can believe. The Father will use anything. The Father want to use a staff, a stick, a wand, Let's get it. Father say I'll use anything because everything belongs to me. Did you not know that the Father made everything? That everything that the Father made, all things, good and evil, the Father used what it want to use. The Father will use whoever it wants to use. Come on, Father. Woo. Surrender. Give it all up. Receive your portion. Yes. So that you can be full. You can be strong. So you can what, Father? Serve. Serve. We're going to put this back over here. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Where we going? Alright. We're going to put these over to the side. Just leave them right there. Okay, Father say, leave them right there. Don't fuss with it, beloved. Don't fuss with it. That's what Father say. Father say, don't fuss with it. It's alright. Ooh, we doing something backwards though. Pay attention. Thank you, Father. Pull me back. That's for sure. Alright, we got it all straightened out. Pull me back. Ah! Make sure we under the right way. Pay attention. I told you. Spirit be telling me to slow down. I just want to get to know ya. But don't turn around. All the good stuff's in front of ya. Yeah. Father be remixing. Remix. Come on, Father. Come on with it. Do it for your week one time, Father. Do it for me all the time, Father. I'm always ready. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it all week. Let's get it. Hey. How y'all doing? It's a beautiful Sunday. Yes. But I do feel like, you know, somebody is in a spiritual battle and you like at those wee hours of the battle. Like, you know, it's the, you want to look at this one? Is that a challenge? Leave it just like that. All right. Like that. Anything else in here? Split. All right. Throat chakra. Throat chakra. Speaking the truth. Father say, speaking the truth. Throat chakra. Father say, tell him the truth, beloved. Come on in, Father. Anyway, the Father speaks the truth. Like, the Father brings the message. It's not me. It's not me. I just have fun. I be excited. You know what I mean? That energy be flowing and all of that stuff. Yeah. Say, stand your ground. I say somebody is in a spiritual battle and they are just having, needing that spiritual edification, that spiritual nourishment. You know what I mean? That spiritual strength, like fortitude, like digging in, that solidarity. Like, I feel not girded. I hear fortified. Like, I feel fortified. Like, something needs to fortify your base. Like, your base is weak. I hear, like, weak in the knees almost. Like, you want to go down. Or if you, maybe you've already went down and you're struggling to get back up. Or something to the sort where you feel weak and weary. Almost to the point where you want to give up. Joy comes in the morning, beloved. Like, it's always too soon to quit. Hold on, and if you can't fight no more, maybe your wing is broken, is injured, you know, you done took quite a few hits, you know, all this pressure is coming against you from every side. That's what I was feeling like. The Father was saying somebody is getting it from all sides, like everything, like it's just coming against you, almost like this. Like you balled up, like you taking hit after hit after hit after hit. And I don't feel fear, but I feel weary. I feel tired. Like somebody, like, you know, the pressure, trying to withstand the pressure. And Father say stand your ground. But to stand your ground, it's a way. We recommend, we can't tell you to do fuck shit. We can't. You know, you do it how you want to do it. It's all up to you. You know, everybody knows the way. But if you, well, I take that back. You know what I mean? There's some confusion in this day. It really is. Because it's a way for each one of us is what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to get at. Each energy and entity has a way back to the Father, and the Father will guide. There we go. There we go. The Father will guide each and every one of us. Will. This one. This one. This. The Father will guide each and every one of us. Your spirit, you have a spirit of counsel already baked in. Baked in. Boom. The intelligence is with you. It's baked in. You ask the Father to reveal onto you, to reveal that which you need in order to get through the battle, to be spiritually fed, to be spiritually edified. What is it that I need? You may not even know. Oftentimes we don't know the words to pray. We just don't know. I don't know what I need. I don't know what other options remain. But the Father knows. The infinite intelligence that syncopates all things knows. And you can ask it to reveal onto you, to show you, to guide you through this day, guide you through this battle. Help me, Father. What is it that I need? I don't know what I need, but you know what I need, and I reach out to you, my highest self, in order to reveal onto me what's good for me. Anything else in here? Nope. All right. Expect the unexpected. You can expect the unexpected. Which one first? This one? Transformation. What's coming against you is coming to free you, to transform you, to grow you. Stand your ground. Pray. What did I say you need to do? Pray, 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 pray. Pray for your spiritual gifts. Pray for your spiritual tools, for your spiritual weapons. It may be some sort of, you may have been taught to use this one weapon or that weapon or that weapon, but if you haven't explored other weapons, then how do you know what is your weapon? You may be endowed with a special type of spiritual weapon. It could be speaking. It could be telling the truth. Maybe you need to open up and speak up about some things. That could be a part of your gift. You just never know. But Father, to Source says specifically for somebody to tell the truth about what happened. Somebody is being called to speak the truth about what happened. Somebody is discontent. I don't feel boredom, but I feel discontent. Right? Like it's something, and there's some obstacles and some challenges, and I felt that again, that you've been going through, that you've been experiencing, and it's something about speaking the truth. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. But in order to have the strength to stand, pray. Pray for your spiritual weapon. And I was just talking about Moses and the staff, right? That oftentimes a person has a weapon, a tool, you know, a representation of the Father. Not just of the Father, but the Father will use that tool to represent and illustrate its strength, its might, I believe, to others, those who doubt, right? You know, those who... Help me, Father. Does the tool stabilize you? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I definitely feel that. Okay. Thank you. Stand your ground. I believe it's like a stabilizing agent, that wand. You know, I feel like when you use it as a walking stick, it just gives you that extra stability. It's almost like a rhythm to a pounding with every step. It depends on how you use it and how you stepping with it. But I'm thinking about, you know, not just like the people like we're back in the cave, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You get that stroll on. There's something with that staff that gives you a sense of stability. It stabilizes you, Father say. But I definitely feel that prayer. Do you want us to put this deck away? No. Do you want me to leave these out? No, we put them back here. Okay. Where are we going? Do you want to get the box? Yes. Okay. This is the Sacred Forest Oracle. And the energy that was remaining is transcending. Transcending, and that goes with that transformation. Transcending, transformation so that you can transcend. That you can rise above things. That you can stand your ground. So until you are ready to transcend, to be lifted up, to ascend. We see poverty and manifesting dreams here. Prosperity, I said poverty. Prosperity and manifesting dreams. We call back our words. Any word that may have come out in error, we call it back. Call it back. Call it back from anywhere. I think that's an advice that Father is giving to onto the wheat field, to call back your words. Any word that you may have spoken against yourself that may be diminishing your spiritual strength, your mental strength, your emotional strength, call back those words. Emotional strength, mental strength, spiritual strength, as well as physical strength. All of those are important while you fight in spiritual battles, while we're here to do this work, to be in alignment in all of our various different capacities. You know, all of our different dimensions within self. Anything else? Patience. Somebody is not patient. Calm down. Slow down, have some patience. I don't have enough patience. Growth. You're being grown. Growth. And I feel all of that red up underneath her is mushrooms. Spiritual edification for your growth. That's manna. I feel. You know. But I also feel the color of that stark red. Like anger, frustration. You know. Something that could be making you impatient. Inflexible. Making you rigid. You know, unable to bend and go, or is really telling you to stay strong and hold and stand your ground. You know, you definitely may be using anger as a tool to be rigid, because flexibility was upside down. Maybe that's your tool, is anger. And I see a pull. Well, I feel a pull back to this. Pray. I can see, and I feel the pull back to this. Is somebody angry at you, Father? Are they angry at circumstances? Their battle. Yeah. Passage. Somebody's going through a passage, and this person is wearing a red dress. That's that anger. I feel like being cloaked in anger as you go through this test, right? This rite of passage, I feel. Yeah. Healing is going to be here, you know, so don't think that you're going to be left out. And you probably do need some healing, because again, I feel like somebody was weary. But love is here. The love of the Father is here. And then happiness and acceptance. I hear joy comes in the morning again. You accept accept the need to pray in such a way that you call what you need to do what you need to do. You know, stating, I have it. You know, Father, as for you have given unto me as my inheritance to complete the work, right? Father, you would not send me unprepared. The Father would not send you into something that you wasn't prepared to handle, that you didn't have the strength to get through. But you may not know what to call on or call forth to bring forth. I feel the Father is saying you may not know what to call forth, what to bring forth. how to speak it out in such a way that you receive the measure, the portion that you need, so that you can be strengthened, so that you can have the spiritual fortitude, the spiritual foundation, I feel, in order to concreteness, confidence, that you feel it in such a way that you feel strong, like the rock, like being like that rock type of foundation. Yes. And once you have that, it'll come up, like that confidence will come up and come out, so that you can speak the truth. Speaking the truth. Father say, stand your ground. Do what you want to do. Put that back over here. Put this. Oh, this was supposed to be in a box, right? What do we do with it? Well, this goes over here. And this is right here. Deep inward journey, you'll be rewarded for the work. How can you alchemize your fear? How can you alchemize your fear? How do you change it? How do you use fear? How do you use the anger? This one. Put that right there, okay? This one. You want to open it. So this is Divine Beloved. Look at what is on the flip out. Take it right out the box. And what does that say? Acceptance. And we just saw acceptance in the sacred forest. Just saw it. It just left my head just that quick. Just saw it. You want to take anything else out yet? Not yet. Acceptance. Get that back in there. It says, let me love and accept myself as you love me. May I find you shining brightly within my own being. Shining brightly within my own being, but accept you. May I realize that, accept that you are shining brightly within me. The Father lives and breathes within us. Our spirits are there. We are pixelated pieces of the Most High God. The Father lives in you. It sits on the throne of your praise. So if you are praising the Father through this spiritual battle, who is sitting up here, living with you, breathing in you, the Father gives you its breath. The Father breathes through you. The Father sits with you all the time. You are endowed with the spirits of the Father. You are a piece of the source. To activate that piece within you, we call it into activation in a couple of different ways. First, you acknowledge that there's a source. Again, look at this. Balance, uniqueness, and acceptance. Nurturing. I am a spark of divinity. Exactly what I'm just saying. Nourishing your spirit as you are a piece of the Most High God. You are a spark of divinity. The Father lives in you. Did you not know that the Father lives and breathes in you? Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who accepts my body exactly as it is, seeing it as a vessel for your love. Fill me with gratitude for this physical form. Let me nurture and care for myself in every way. Caring for yourself in every way, a part of that is calling in your measure, your portion on a daily, activating your spiritual blessings, awakening your spirit self, calling it into activation, so that you come into alignment with all of your forms, your spiritual, your mental, your physical, and your emotional, all coming together into wholeness, into activation, so that you could be fully activated and able to stand. Don't deny any part of you. Don't deny any part of you. Acceptance, uniqueness. And we have boundaries too. I've been talking about somebody feeling like you have to box out, you got to stand, you got to hold that boundary. We started with that. We're going to leave this right here. You want this right here? Okay. I accept my own nature. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who embraces my own uniqueness. Let me accept my own nature completely, knowing it too is divine. It is too divine. We just said that, okay? May I love myself as I am and not as others say I should be. Not all that pressure coming up against you, trying to force you to be something that you're not, trying to force you to be something that you used to be. Don't even understand who you are. They don't even understand who they are. They haven't even unraveled the mystery of their own nature. And then they're trying to tell you who you are, who you gotta be, and which way you gotta go to know. No, accept your whole you, your whole wheat self. I accept myself. Do it in this day. Accept the piece of you that is the Father. Okay, did you hear that? Accept you as you are a piece of the Father. Can you accept that? The Father accepts you. Why? Because it's Him. It's a piece of Him. Everything is a piece of the Father, everything. And it's all called for the Father's will. Just saying, if the Father created all things good and evil, everything, the whole breadth, the whole width, the Father created all of it. So, is it not all of the Father? Doesn't it have its intelligence on it? And it shows us how fucking hideous and deceitful and treacherous and atrocious and inhumane and unforgiving we could be, all the way to the kindness, the gentle, the supreme levels of charity. Getting into that true wisdom, the fact that we are whole, we are complete, creation is whole and complete. There's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. That's the wisdom of harmony and unity. The whole spectrum is here from the beginning to the end. All of it did the Father call the source of all things. I accept myself. Let me love and accept myself as you love me. May I find you shining brightly within my own being. One more again. I'm a spark of divinity, accepting your whole you, that the Father, the source, lives in you, breathes in you. Will you let the Father use you? Awaken the spirits of the Father within you to strengthen you so that you could stand. Balance. My needs will be met. The Father's will be met. But you got to meet your needs so that you can do the will of the Father. It just is. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can fully offer my schedule to you so my life can be in balance. Let me take rest whenever necessary, trusting that one way or another, all needs will be met. One way or another. I'm gonna use you. I'm gonna use you next day, maybe next week. I'm gonna use you. I'll use you. I know. I know, we're a little kooky, we're a little silly. Don't worry about it. It's just us. We accept our uniqueness. We hope you accept yours too. Yes. We accept you because you're a piece of the source, the Most High God. Yes. Yes, you are. The Father lives and breathes in you. We accept you just as you are. I might not need to deal with you. No. You might not want to deal with me. Some folks hear some of this stuff I say that come out a little bit different, and they decide to move around. I'll show you I love you anyway. But if you vibe, subscribe. We invite you into the weed field. You already the Father's weed. I mean, you might as well come into the field. You know, this one, this one, this one, this one. This. Upside down. Somebody's not calling in a spirit, activating the spirit, and that's exactly what we're talking about. Look at this. Divinity. I know my true identity. Do you? May I always remember my true identity, unlimited light and love. Let me know myself as pure consciousness. Pure consciousness. Wake me from the sleepwalk of believing I am only human. You're not. But are you awakened from the sleepwalk of believing that you're only human? Sometimes we rush through our nows. Rushing through the nows. Well, my hourglass is empty. It ain't even an hour. I don't know how long it is, maybe 30 minutes or something like that. But we rush through it feeling like we got more time. Like as that sand is draining out, we rush through life thinking, okay, we know the Father, we know that the source is with us, we know, but it's feel like it's out there, it's off far. The Father is with you. The Father lives and breathes through you. If you are a surrendered, willing vessel to allow the Father to live, to use you, then where is the Father? It's within. The Father is within. Why do you think we say that the covenant is within? The kingdom lies within. Come into the kingdom. Activate your spirit. Activate your spirit, beloved. Activate. Nourish it. Nourish it. Activate it. Feed it. Edify it. And then ask the Father to feed it, to edify it. The Father knows what it needs. The Father knows what it needs in order to be strong to do the work that it came to do. For heaven has come to earth to do a work. And do the work in you and through you. I am filled with light. That's what this one just said. I realize I'm filled with light. Unlimited light and love. I am filled with light. I am filled with light. Change me, divine beloved. Change me into one who knows my spirit is eternal and ageless. It's ageless. Let me release any old ideas of constriction or limitation. What kind of belief got you constricted and limited? Do you believe that the Father lives and breathes in you? If you didn't, I hope you do now. Hope is taking root, taking seed in there. My whole being is filled with joy, energy, and beauty, a vessel for the divine Shakti. That's what this say. But I feel the source of all things. Anything else in here, Father? No, beloved. But we got protection. You are safe. You feel with light. Understand that you are divinity and that you are safe. You are protected. You're safe. Do you want to read it? No. Okay, where do you want to put it? Right here? All right, what are we getting next? Dream cards. Dream cards. Dream cards. Yay. What are you dreaming out? You got a couple more decks out here. I don't know how many the Father is going to use. I don't. So that one stays in there. That stays in the box. Came out on close your eyes and think about your dream being alive and real. How do you feel? Cherish this feeling and keep it as your compass. Follow it. Close your eyes and think about your dream being alive and real. So I feel like close your eyes and think about your dream being alive and real. Can you sit in your kingdom space and feel all of your blessings, whatever it is that your dream is, your life? How do you see yourself? Do you feel it? Is it real onto you? What is the emotional attachment to it? If you're in this spiritual battle, do you see yourself being successful? Can you see the finish line, the completion of it, whatever that completion may be? Do you see it? Do you feel it? Do you live in the after like it's already done, knowing that you've already won? Can you live in that space that you've already won? You fight different when you know that you already won. You might call in something to realize that you ain't even got a battle. Because why do you got a battle against something that you already beat? Ooh, wheat. We're going to get to them secrets a little bit later. Father said, call in your spiritual tools. We fight against principalities in this day. We do. It takes more than just physical strength to get through it. Just to say I'm a perseverer. It takes way more than just mental strength to persevere. Why do you think folks' mental health is so bad? If it took just mental strength to get through it, people wouldn't be losing it. We wouldn't have depression. We wouldn't have anxiety. You have to have spiritual strength. Strengthen the core of self, your spiritual foundation. to be solid on that, solid, stable. Instead of making excuses and telling yourself you can't do it or why it's not possible, ask yourself, what if it is? What if it is? I think that's how Samson felt when he prayed, when he was up against them pillars, like, it's possible. You know, it is. I may not have what I think gave me strength, but when he prayed to the Father, it was given unto him. He was endowed with it. That was what was already ordained for him. But he was looking at it in the wrong way, thinking it came from this, and that wasn't it. Every time you use the word but, you learn something about yourself. So if you sitting up there listening and you say, oh, but this or but that, it's showing you you. Your words are showing you you. Everything that comes out after but shows you you. The but reveals your limiting belief. It's like a key to unlocking the door to your full potential. Whatever you have a but on, it's a limiting belief. Something that's constricting you. Something that's preventing you from being fully activated, so that you can actuate what it is that you're trying to manifest in this day. That victory. The end of this battle. Holding on until the morning comes. Anything else in here, Father? No. Anything else? Stop wanting more for lacking nothing. You have everything you need to get what you dream. Relax, breathe, and be alert and prepare to receive when the timing is right. And the time is always what? Now. Now. Always now. Are you open and ready to receive? Are you calling and asking? Do you really believe? Father say, it's unbelief with that. You got a little bit of disbelief. Get into some stress relief. Release some stress. Coming up next, release some stress. Praying to the Father and asking for your spiritual weapon will definitely relieve some stress. Mindful shower or a bath. Father say, stay hydrated. You need to get into some flow. You need to put some flow in you and on you. Take a spiritual bath. Drink plenty of water. Nourishment. I hear water yourself. Water yourself. Water yourself. Water your dreams. Mindful walking and eat something mindfully. Mindful nutrition. Being mindful about what you put into your body. Not only what you eat, what you receive into your heart space, your mental space, your audibles. Like, guard yourself. Everything that you feed yourself, let it serve onto your edification so that you can be spiritually strong. You can build up your spiritual foundation, have a firm foundation, that which you can stand on, because you need to stand your ground. Exercise, walk, get in the flow, eat something good, feed your body. Anything else? No. Take a walk. Gratitude, meditation. We talked about gratefulness. Meditate on what you're grateful for. And I think on that walk, yeah, it'll help you clear up. And I was just getting ready to say that. Thank you, Father. I was thinking, like, on that walk, you'll start to see, you'll look around and see how creation is cared for, how it is supported. You know, through all things, how creation will stand, right? It will stand. And therefore, you too can stand. And you will start to see things that you are grateful for, bringing in gratitude. And gratitude definitely strengthens you. It builds up strength. It builds up confidence. It builds up character. You can see how you've grown through certain things. And it will put you back into that mindful state, right? To be mindful. And you probably will start to see, oh yeah, I can do this. I can get through it. And some of the buts and excuses or whatever comes after but will fall away. It'll just be that, oh, I can do it. And that's that. Like, all that extra that you may put on the other side of that statement right here may fall away. Chakra. Ooh, ooh. I know I put this in here backwards the last time. A little string is on the wrong side. It's on the wrong side. Can you believe that? Do you want this? Do you want the book? No. Leave that right there. We got acceptance. Turned it over for, and it's upside down. I tried to have the deck in my hand upside down, but it's acceptance. That's, what is that? 2, 3 at least? Oh, we got 2 down here. That's what you're saying. It's 2 here. But we saw it in the other one, and that would make 3. Acceptance. Right. Came right out the box on acceptance. Right out the box. Accept yourself right out the gate. Father say, bust that thing open. Acceptance. But sometimes it's hard, especially what's been spoken against you in your life. If you're a little bit different, a little bit kooky, you know what I mean? It can be hard to accept all of that shadow stuff, you know, the different pieces and parts of you, because it's segmented, right? You're talking about physicality is one thing, spiritual says one thing, mental is on something else, and then your emotions is like to what? It's, you know, to accept and bring all those pieces together. Come on with it, beloved. Thank you, Father, for doing a thing in your wheat field. Thank you, thank you. You want this? All right, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This. Challenge, challenge, challenge. Anything else? Energy. This is the challenge energy. Gossip. Either gossip or is mental conflict, what you're saying to yourself. Discovery is in a challenge. Which one's next? This one? This. Wisdom is here. Wisdom. And at an impasse. Yes. Somebody... I hear discovering truth of self. Like it's at an impasse. Like they don't want to know, want to discover any more truth about self. Like you're not digging in deep enough to really find out the truth of self. Yes. Wisdom is to lean into discovery. To write that. Right, to is wise to discover self. Like don't block yourself out, block out the learning. And that's what I feel like. Or maybe, yeah, does the weak want to know about themselves? They don't. Pressure from others. So it's something pressing up against you. Like maybe people like that's coming into your space, or people that you want to be in your space are in the same, whatever it is, it feels like from the future it's like pushing you, pushing you, pushing you back. And what is the pressure from the past, Father? Like you are is willing to accept you back into it. And what is the weak doing? So it's something coming up against you to push you back into your old ways, what you used to do, and you're trying to stand your ground and stand your, hold on to your balance, hold on to your peace, and hold on, but you're getting weary, and you don't want to fall back and slip back into that past sense of self. I feel like that past identity or past cycles, things that would happen in those past cycles, past iterations, or is this even lifetime? No, it's just this time and this manifest. Okay. Maybe you've gone through it over and over and over again. Something again that you've been battling with is a part of your battle. And you don't want to succumb to that part, but it's pressures coming at you, especially with this gossip, I feel. Gossip, and is backed up by the insecurity. Is complacency a part of it? Complacency. What about growth? No. But definitely with that red again, very prominent. Something's got you pissed off to the point where you don't want to move, and it's causing you a feeling of insecurity. You know, not just insecurity, but anger. You see that devil? That's anxiety. Anxiety, insecurity. I feel anxious. Things that people are saying, the pressures. Maybe people are talking, you know, it's something about the pressures of what people are saying that's pushing you, making you put, you know, and you're trying to hold yourself from being going back into the other way. And I feel like you're getting tired, weary, almost like don't slip. I just got that for somebody. Father say, don't slip, you know. Do they need to ask for help? Raise your hand and ask for help. That's what I felt like. Raise your hand and ask for help. Again, we look, impatience. We flipped this one out right on impatience. And we saw impatience come out earlier. Anything else to say about this, Father? No. No. Mistakes. Allow me to know it's okay to make mistakes. Let me always take care of the inner child so he or she feels loved no matter what. That could be something about that battle, the past, those past cycles and past shadow things that you are contending with, that you are trying to battle, that spiritual battle. Could have something to do with childhood wounds, childhood traumas, again, seeing things about you, right? And somebody doesn't want to discover about themselves. It could be something, do you want this? It could be something that you don't want to remember. Hardship. May I embrace what's happening right now, as baffling or painful as it is. Help me, God, to trust where you are guiding me. I am yours. I am yours. Do you want this too? Enjoyment. Striving and pushing makes life into endless hard work. The more you're inviting love to take over, the more enjoyment comes. Allow me to enjoy this life, dear Lord. So hardship, and you're having the disability. Again, we saw a discontent in that tarot. Not just boredom, but just discontent. Almost like the feeling of being over it. Again, being weary in the spirit. You're trying to stand, but you've been up against these spiritual battles, and it's just like so much pressure on you. Pressure was coming from the future. Pressure of being, you don't want to go back to how you was in the past, and you are having a difficult time standing. And I feel like somebody being in that Samson mode, but not like where you'll perish, you know, but feeling like that would strengthen you is stripped away, or is you're not being strengthened by what you believe strengthens you, and you need more edification. And Father's saying pray, but it's a different way in how you pray. Like, do a little bit of rearranging of the words, because the order of the words matter. The Father called the universe all things by his word, and it is very specific in this word. Father says what it says, and that's what he said, and that's how he meant it, right? I said what I said, and I meant it, and the word shall stand. So it's a certain way that you speak the word, and to rearrange it so that they have the power, and they deliver on to you what you need to develop that strong foundation so that you can stand, is a whole thing. Yes, because somebody does have a feeling of loneliness. You want this over here? When you stop fearing your aloneness, you stop settling for less than you deserve. May I embrace and love my solitude, and that's when kindred spirits can finally come. Maybe you feel like you are battling alone. you know. But we talked about that when I said you are not alone. Even if you feel like you have no physical people with you, you have your spiritual team with you. Like you got a crew with you. You don't know that you got a crew. Like the Father lives in you. Like the spirits of the Lord live in you. To activate that strength, to what? What could you not do? We said the spirits live in you. You are not alone, beloved. You are not alone. It's not about finding love. You are love itself. We be waiting. I mean, again, you be around here, you might hear something that sounds a little different. But I know that the Father is now. The Father is omnipresent. The Father is everywhere. And I'm made from the Father. I'm a piece of pixel. The Father lives and breathes through me. I'm a surrendered vessel. The Father comes and fills me. My portion, that is He. Just a portion, a little piece, just like thee. And to activate the Spirit of the Lord within you to what? That's not no new thing. That's an age-old secret that folks don't want you to know that you could do. While they got you waiting on what you could do. Messenger said, did you not know? Ye of so little faith. The messenger hadn't gone nowhere. When, who was it? Peter walked himself off that boat. The messenger hadn't went nowhere. He walked on water with the messenger. I'm just saying. They came and said, Master, why is it that when we tried to cast them out, that it didn't work? He said, told them, you have too little faith. You don't believe in what you could really do. You don't. You don't believe that your spiritual gifts have already been gifted onto you. Like when they said you have spiritual gifts, that they are there. Each person in their own portion, in their own measure as so the Father chooses. You do. But there's a disbelief. And if you find out that them secrets been held from thee, that you can activate in such a way where your foundation is so strong, you can stand, you could call in your spiritual weapons. Why would you think folks don't want you to know that you could call in your weapons right now, like your spiritual weapon? Just saying. Do you think that it could be a dark psychology, like a tactic of the enemy to prevent you from knowing what's really in your arsenal? Be mad as hell. And anger is on the spectrum of love. It is. Because love is a frequency. It's a spectrum. It's not an emotion. When we talked about sympathy, empathy, compassion, wisdom, and knowledge, understanding, all of that is high vibrational, what we call high vibrational love. You talking about deceit, envy, malice, that's very low vibrational love. It is. This. Father says speaking in public. We talked about speaking in public and speaking up and speaking out. This says argue with respect and keep your fight short. Maybe you've been battling something too long. You need to put an end to it. You need to cut it. Father say don't let your ego get in the way. That's an energy here too. But definitely it's something else in here. Because I feel it. My goodness, it's pushing. This. Get your timing right. Timing is critical in war, in business, and in sport, and in your relationships with other people. Deciding on your strategy or plan is essential, but it is only as good as it is appropriate for the situation. Don't rush in like a bull in a china shop. Wait, and when the time is right, don't hesitate. Only engage in conflict when all other alternatives have been exhausted. All other alternatives have been exhausted. Have you exhausted all of your other alternatives? No, because you have other spiritual weapons to call in that you don't know to use. And one of them, I believe, is going to be speaking up and speaking out, or maybe that's a part of your destiny. Maybe it's a part of the pressure. Maybe that's what gossip and talking is about too. You're developing something, and there's some sort of pressure either about what people are saying or just you, networking and talking with people. Because I see this person green with the heart, using that fire, the energy from the heart space, and speaking to people, wrapping their arms around them, And it looked like these people kind of are discontent. Like they could be at odd ends. And maybe you are somebody that's going to work to bring harmony, bring people in, bring people together, right? And that's a part of you that either you're starting to discover or you're blocking out, like something about being at an impasse of discovering more deeply in you. Again, wisdom and gossip. This person, I feel, is very wise, or the message that they bring is wise. Like what they talk about is wise. And I just feel like there's more to be discovered. Definitely still feeling that red with that anger. Like that's the emotion. That emotional driver. Anger, insecurity. I hear loss. A lack of self-confidence too. Especially with all of this acceptance reminders out here. Yeah. Again, the advice is always to pray. I see transformation behind that as well. Again, a reminder to expect the unexpected. Those unexpected battles come to transform you, and pray your way through it so that you can stay on your ground and be mindful how you pray so that you can call in your spiritual gifts, right? So you can be edified, so you can be full of what you need to be nourished. I feel Father eating, like you will eat what you speak, right? And to be mindful so that you can eat good, eat well, be nourished. Because you have a service to do. You do. You do. But you are safe and you are protected. And Father says, remember that you are loved and to love on self. Yes. Is there anything else, Father? No. 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 Did we get it all out? Yes. Is there more? Father say more to come soon. Father is drawing the sun on my illumination. Father will bring more upon me so that I can discern it and I'm able to be full and deliver it and serve it out. But until then, remember this, know this, right here in the forefront. Know it, see it. We love you. We love you just like we love us. We do. Because we know that each of you is just like me, a piece of the source, made and called, each one of us in our uniqueness, and each of us a vessel to be used by the Most High God. The Most High lives in you, breathes in you, and you have a work to do. Heaven coming to earth to reside in earth and on earth to do a work that you are being called into remembrance. Please be sure to remember to call and ask for your spiritual blessings, all of them in every kind that you need in order to stand, so that you can walk into that success, for the Father's word shall stand. Until the next now, y'all, from your girl Lottie here at Tears in Week Tarot Show. Show enough know this. We love you. I show.